So hey you guys, yeah, this is a little bit late. This should have been out last night, but by the time I'd watched it, it was too late and I needed to go to sleep. Yeah, Doctor Who. And yeah, well done guys. You brought it back. I was a little bit worried. The first two episodes that we've had the new Doctor in have been a little bit runny roundy shouty, and I didn't feel like we were seeing any acting. I wasn't learning what her character was like. I was just seeing her as somebody shouted a lot, come on, we got to run. And it was starting to not irritate me, but I was starting to think, yeah, can she act? And in this one, yeah, she sort of found her feet. She was acting. There was more character involved in there. The story was brilliant. The use of a historical. This is, I think, the first time in New Who that we've actually had like a proper historical event involved. And it's the first time in a long time in Doctor Who that we've had, a long time, even in the old series, that we've had like, history and a history lesson, which is what Doctor Who started off as, a way to teach children history in a fun and educational way. Can I start now? Yeah. I enjoyed it. This episode had, who was the bad guy in it? I guess is he part of the thing that Captain Jack was, because he had the same kind of wristband, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, travelly thing. The guns were interesting. Like I say, use of historical... It felt a little bit Back to the Future. Yeah? Because it was that 1950s kind of era. It did make me think as well. It was one of those that, yeah, I am now... I looked at... I live... There's a bus stop near where I live, and I was looking at the buses this morning as I was walking around to my mum and dad's. And I looked at the bus, and I was looking at them in a slightly different way, because I was thinking, like how people's rights, human rights, were not counted at one time. And it's a sad world. And do we live in a better world? I guess we do, in some ways, and in other ways we don't. But there'll always be unhappiness. There will always be somebody that thinks they're better than somebody else. There'll always be somebody that thinks they're more right than somebody else. And that's the problem. But then that makes somebody else a better person, because somebody stands up and says no, just as she did. Yeah, it was kind of interesting because this was filmed not in America. This was filmed in South Africa, but you really couldn't tell. The last one, when they were running around being chased by blankets, that's the only way I can describe it, sorry. Yeah, that I kind of figured was also South Africa, and at the end it said South Africa. Sorry, penknife. I obviously figured out that was South Africa. This one, again, didn't really feel like it, even though I knew it was, because they'd shown some shots of them filming over there. So, yeah. What would I give this one? Suppose I would give it an A-. I think, and I'm going to throw this out there, the use of the music, the song right at the end, which I really should have Googled and found out what it was called, was brilliant, because it really did fit the theme of the episode. And it would have been even better if the continuity guy hadn't have talked over the music at the end to sell us the book about Doctor Who. Yeah, about that. Shh. Russell T Davies used to get really annoyed because he used to move it over to the side and put the advert for another programme on. Yeah, don't talk through the end credits. Particularly this week when they'd actually played music for a reason. Seemed a bit silly. But, yeah, never mind. I would definitely say A-. It just needed some more... I don't know what, but there was just not quite an A, not an A+. It was just an A-. It was a great story. It used historical fact and did it well. And there was still running around in there. And it did make statements about history and how mean history can be, which is what I was worried about them not doing. And like I say, I'm interested to see if they send the Doctor back somewhere in this season or next season, somewhere more historically mean towards women. I mean, even if you think as far back as the First World War, even back to the Second World War, women were treated as second-class citizens, which is not really fair, but that's how history is, and we've got to portray history as it is. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. So yeah, that's this video over with. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.